Hey y'all, good morning, good afternoon, from wherever you're tuning in. Welcome to this latest installment of Autodesk Software with a Hack. So today we're going to talk about Docs versus ABC Pro licenses and what to expect between the two for with collaboration for Civil 3D. So I've been working a lot with firms that are migrating their projects to the cloud and purchasing licenses and what licenses do we need? We have this included. Do we need to have this add-on? Does everybody need to have it? So let's understand what the different functionality between the two of them are and what you should expect when you're on the cloud. So today's agenda: Docs license versus ABC Pro. So Docs, it can be purchased as a standalone. It can also be purchased with the AEC collection. So very common to have a license to the AEC collection and already have Docs entitlement alongside with you. So you already have this add-on, so to speak, for using the Construction Cloud. Then the second component is ABC Pro, Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro, which has been rebranded from the previous BIM. So Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro, what can you do with that? It costs more money, and what do you expect when you have Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro versus Docs? And one thing just to keep in mind that if you don't have an AEC collection and so you don't have Docs, if you purchase ABC Pro, it includes Docs and the entitlement of ABC Pro. So let's jump on this next slide to shed a little light on the differences. So this chart here, first column, Autodesk Docs. Second column is Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro for Civil 3D. And notice the only difference between the two is consuming versus creating data references. So if you are consuming already created data references, Docs works perfectly fine. If you are needing to create them and manage them, then you need to have that Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro license. And keep in mind, if you're getting your feet wet with this Construction Cloud, the location of the file structure, where everything resides in the Docs platform on ACC is the same, regardless if you have a Docs license or if you have an Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro license. The location is the same. The rights of what you can do within it is slightly different. Okay, now let's jump into Civil and let's explore what you can expect with a Docs entitlement. So let me bounce into the Construction Cloud right here, and notice this is our account admin. And what account admin is where you have the option to assign subscriptions or see where subscriptions are coming from. So notice me, here's Nate Philbrick right here. And then notice when I select myself, we have our member subscription. So Autodesk BIM Collaborate right here. Notice it says assign subscription. So I do not have a subscription of Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro assigned to me. I don't have those rights. So what we'll do is we're going to go into Civil and see what that base package of just Docs gives me. Okay, so jumping into Civil here. And non-version specifics, I'm in 2022, 23 is fine. So that's all fine. All right, so here we go. Let me go ahead and just notice I have my data references set. Let's just say we wanted to set it to something else. And basically, we're just going to lose the data references so we can reset them. So let me just bounce into another project here, and it has to be within the cloud. You can't have it mapped to the server or any other drive. Your data references need to go through the cloud. So let's just go ahead and let's just grab this, and I'm just going to suppose in my project files when I select this. Okay, notice we still have the cloud location here, but we don't have any data references. It's not seeing those data references anymore. So let's go ahead and let's just set that working folder. And let's pretend someone's already created these data references for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, where are those? So let's go into our project. Give that a second. Notice now we have our path within our project. Notice if I hit this plus button here, we have two surfaces that have been referenced that can be created for references. So first thing, let's go ahead and let's just pop open what we have in this file. So notice we have our composite proposed surface in here, and our composite proposed is is part of our source data. So one thing you notice right here is we can, let's say we wanted to bring in our composite existing. So right click on that, let's say create reference. And notice right away it says, hey, to use this command in Autodesk Docs, you need to have ABC Pro, Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro. So we can't create references with just the docs licensing. Now let's go into our composite proposed here, and let's go ahead. We're going to open up our source data from right here, open source drive. And so what we're doing is we're just opening up where that surface lives, and what we're going to do is we're going to save this file and watch our data references work as they should in terms of synchronizing and seeing changes and all that. So let's just go ahead. We'll just save this file. So, cracked open the source data, saving it. Pending action, going through the desktop connector, a new version of that file has been created. Now we're going to bounce into our master file here. Bounce back over. And notice our data reference shortcut definition may have changed. Notice we have the home plate here with the exclamation mark. And that surface that resides in the file we just saved now needs to be synchronized. So we right click and we can synchronize. And our changes in our surface, totally dynamic with the docs license. And notice our surfaces down here. So bottom line is we can't create. We can work with them if they have been created for us. We can set working folders. We can see all the data references that are part of it, but we can't bring any of that data into our files. So bottom line is consuming versus creating. With Autodesk Docs, you can consume, and Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro, you can create. So hopefully this helps shed some light, and stay tuned for more videos on this page. Appreciate the time.